must be coming out of your own yesness. At the moment, this is a sort of like an energy word for me. That when you say yes, it's vividly clear and powerful. What is the significance of yes? That is the purest and most direct sadhana, if you want to say like that, because it just encompasses everything. Sometimes we talk and talk and talk and talk around something because you're afraid to hit the point. And the point is that, you're being asked, so what is your answer, yes or no? And you don't know, and you're flirting around and going up the hill and, showing the bedroom and asking and just flapping. So when you say yes, yeah, and it's not linked with yes, but just maybe or something, just a sort of yes, a feeling, yes, I'm open to this, open to this thing. It's like a surrender. It's not saying yes, but just saying yes, I'm open. If what you say it is what I'm feeling intuitively as truth and freedom to love, or then yes. And I liked what one lady said before. She was asking, I said yes to love, and I immediately heard why love, but the way it was used and what it was significant of at that moment, that it was singled out like love, not truth. Whereas in other times I can say love and truth, same thing. But in this case, it had a kind of particularity about it, energetically. And she said that actually, because I said love because I wanted to be a loving presence in the world. I want to be a loving. So this is a kind of, that's something, that's a desire. I want to be that. So you have to be an I in order to want to be that. And this is why I keep coming back and saying, what is your I? And I would like that real understanding, comes and keeps the company of this question. Real probing and inquiry comes around this question to understand what it means when I say it. When you say I, what does it represent? Because it is the most powerful term, you see. Because everything else is reporting to the I. It's for the I to make the I feel better or good or to heal or whatever it is, comes to the I. So to keep on examining the I, because it is sort of like, it can appear in different guises. It can be the godly sense of I, or the very selfish and arrogant sense, where it can still be I, the devil I, or some kind of cocktail that keeps changing. So when you ask, but when you say I, firm up that for me, catch hold of what you mean by I. Because as yet, it's very rare that someone will say, when I say I, it's just, I may use the word like, it's not really a thing, it's just, I am that. Then so, carry on. Because everything becomes cleaned if your I is just the supreme being. Not you're saying supreme being, you're saying it has no name, it has no location somehow. And this is not coming from the mind, because when the mind says it has also a kind of smell about it. If when your I is, I am this consciousness, but the words are coming out, and the words are coming out, I, and the words are coming out and they're carrying the breath of a person rather than somehow just a space of being, then you must see your I. The I is not the same. For a while it keeps changing, alternating. But when the sagely principle inside says I, even though it may use momentarily I in the form of a kind of personal thing, but that personal I is sitting inside a much greater I. And so it's clean. Another one says I, almost resembling the same thing, and you say, oh, what a terrible smell. I said, well, what's the difference? You say that you're blessed by one eye and the other one you want to throw away. What is the difference? Maybe you don't have the breath to even explain that. Just forget about it. That's too high a hill to climb. Even if you're speaking, it says, okay, darling, how are you today and what you were going to do and what to and so. Sounds like the language is personal, but the essence is not personal there. The vibration is not so personal. There's space in it. It doesn't have the smell, the sweat of the person. It has a different vibration.
Mooji, can you help me? When I talked with you minutes ago, then I feel that then I'm very small. There is that person, and it is so not true. In the same time, it seems that's why I always like to.
Yeah, but the person can be left in its very superficial role, because we have been brought up to speak and interact as kind of persons. When you see that something is deeper and beyond that, still the reflex and the surface interaction can be like it is personal, but like I say, it doesn't carry the smell. It carries a smell if something then starts to go back and goes, why can't I stop this? And so that is kind of shaking the nappy, basically. It just becomes again, oh, it's that smell. And so don't worry for that. It is you yourself now in a state of confusion because something is mixed with the mind, and then wanting this thing to be, it's not there. But it's only there because you're still there in a sort of personal role. An aspect is still there to feel that. Then even if that is there, you say, okay, now somehow something still tends to be holding a weight inside, and it's a sort of personal feeling. But now that is seen, and so in the seeing of it, there is a spirit of detachment comes in somehow, and it just cleans that space. You see, many years ago, someone was telling me a little about their house, that there was some evil energy inside the house. They said like this. In Brixton, you get all this type of things. Sometimes people come and talk about it. There's an evil energy here. Somebody died in this house, and then I bought the house, and there's still this whole smell in here and stuff. So I've been in a few places, and we light some frankincense and make some chanting inside the house. We lock the windows and everything and fill the place with the incense and make some chant and, recite some prayers and some sort of blessings. And then you leave. And people say, everything's fine again. It's like the place now, I feel like it belongs to us now. Before it belonged to us and something, but we don't know what this something is, but something is in here, Now somehow it's gone. It's almost like cleaning your house like that inside. What you may call your mind, whatever that is. Cleaning your inner space is free from that bad smell, that leftover smell from someone else's presence, which you don't want, which is the egoic mind, the duppy mind. And something that says, no, It's like your breath is the mind's breath. Holding on to the sense of being without giving a shape to it, without giving some kind of quality to it. The very holding on brings the identity in with it, and it washes everything. So then when you say I, it doesn't carry that bad smell. When Sri Ramananda said the I removes the I, why it should have to remove I? And how many I is it? It removes a sort of a smell of the person. You see, shakes it off. It still remains I, but now it's not mixed with anything. In yourself, you must be looking at that and say, yeah, there's some noise there. Identify with only that neutrality, that space where it's unmixed. Just be the place. Be that unmixed place. And soon you'll know nothing. Hold on to the unmixed presence, and soon you'll know nothing at all. You'll be so happy.
My love, leave aside this fruitless thinking and come lay down in the silence of being. There's nothing you have to do, for all this is one.